Hello mate, so just sort of make a quick video for you so you've got an update. You can see that Sean has been busy. We've painted all the oil cooler itself. Sean's fully finished mounting everything. The radiator mounts are all fully painted now as well, so everything's fitted for the last time on the front panel, on the front end. The engine now is virtually complete. I've had to buy some more items this week, little things like the clutch slave cylinder bottle, the pipe leading down to the pedal box itself, the little cap for that as well. I've also bought a water pipe which runs along the complete engine, and it sort of is normally an S54 pipe. But what we've done is we've bought a S54 Z3 pipe which comes down. It has a secondary pipe comes down, and it then can be teed off into this expansion tank. So instead of trying to fabricate something, there's one off the shelf that we could literally just buy. So I've just bought the item and fitted it, so it's fitted perfectly. We've now sort of literally tied up all the loose ends. Sean's been on the engine all day, well, all week, working on it, basically getting this ready to run. The engine is virtually ready to run. The last thing we've got to do is the fuel system itself. So the fuel pressure regulator needs to be mounted to the inner wing, and we need to run the feed and return to that from the fuel tank, and then a feed from the pressure regulator to the engine. So that's the only thing stopping the engine from being started. The other thing is the power steering pipes, which we need to buy. If you can contact Dan Harborough, he's on e30 zone, and he makes them custom made. I tried to call him the other day, but I didn't get any answers. So if you could ask him to message me, because I need a set of custom made ones, not off the shelf ones that he makes. I've had the ones before, another set for Nian, Lala's car, and we had them custom made to suit my engine bed. All right, so obviously once this is at the electricians, we can go over there and do things like that, fit the power steering lines, which is, you know, half a day's job to get them modified and fitted. The coolant system now is done. So the water system is done, the air system is done, the exhaust system is obviously done, the wiring loom is done and on, the engine, every sensor, every plug, everything is complete. So that the engine is literally ready to be wired up to the car now. So that's the auto electrician's job, is to join that engine to this. Everything electrically is on the car now. Obviously you can see your wheels. We've fitted the doors as well, so the doors are on the car now as well. Just to show you some sort of gaps and lines. So the doors are on because there's obviously wiring in the doors, so they have to go on, and the electrician has to wire everything up. You can see how nice the door gap is down there. Now, considering this car was, you know, scrap when it come to us, the thing lines up absolutely perfect. You know, I'm absolutely really chuffed with the way the car lines up, the bodywork. You know, you'll be really impressed with this car once you get it. Again, door gaps on this side of the car, absolutely perfect all the way down. You can see a nice even gap all the way around, all the way up there, and the lines of the car just absolutely beautiful. So as of today, the car is ready to go to the electricians. There is a couple of things, like I just said to you, that need to be addressed. We need to do the fuel pressure regulator. We can do that over there. We need to do the power steering lines. We need to buy them off Dan Harborough. The electrician's going to have the car for about 3 weeks, so it gives us a week, a nice week to be able to get those parts and get those sorted and over there and get them fitted before he needs to actually start this car up. But as the electrical system goes, the entire electrical system is on and complete. Sean has completed the engine itself, so now the engine conversion is done. It literally is, you know, Peterson valve, everything fully piped up. You can see your oil cooler pipes down there. They run off to the oil cooler at the front, through the front panel. It's all just planned out absolutely perfect. Chuffed to bits for the way it's come together. Alright, so yeah, nice little update video for you, and the next video you get, the next photos you get, will be this car, your pride and joy, turning up at the electrician's. I cannot wait to get this thing fully panelled up and looking like a full M3. Really, really excited now. I also took the last of the bits over to the painters today. The parts, front bumper, side skirts, bonnet stay, bonnet mechanism, rear boot spoiler, loads of the little small parts, bumper, you know, tow eye covers and stuff like that. So all those parts are at the painters today, so he can get them finished and get them done whilst this car's off for electrics. Alright, so I'm just going to pause it for a second, and I'll take you to see the roof. The roof came back today as well, so 1 second. So as you can see, this is the roof which we'll be taking a mould from. This came back today, the same paintwork as the car that they've done on your car. Is absolutely beautiful, the paint finish. The fiberglass has already started on the mould, so as you can see, he's got a flange all the way around the entire roof with a 6-inch flange. So he's now making this 6-inch flange. You then fiberglass right across the roof and then onto the other flange, build up the layers and make a mould. So that is back today. He's already started work, and the roof mould will be done possibly by the end of next week. Alright, so this mould is well underway. There was an issue with the rear bumper. The rear bumper didn't fit, so I'm just going to pause the video and show you what's going on with the rear bumper. We obviously made a rear bumper for your car, along with the front bumper and side skirts, and we just couldn't get it to fit because the mould had gone out of shape. So I made a decision to completely bin the mould that we had, bin the bumpers that had been made, and remake a brand new mould. So I'm just going to pause the video. So as you can see, we're now in the fiberglass room. He's basically worked on this bumper the last week, flanging. So believe it or not, it takes days to make all these flanges all the way around there. And once the bumpers actually, the mould is made, they actually get completely smashed off and removed. But we have to make a big enough flange to run the material off, and then do a vac bag, so we can do resin infusion carbon fibre parts out of these moulds as well. So that's why the mould has to be so big, and you have to flange it so big, because we don't just make fiberglass from them. But anyway, long story short, this is a brand new bumper. This bumper is brand new off the shelf from BMW. Absolutely perfect fit. No problems with this one at all. So it literally will fit like a glove. So it's well worth doing whilst we've got such a new bumper here. So this bumper, again, this bumper will be finished. This mould will be finished by the end of this week coming. And that means that you'll have your bumper and your roof skin for the same time as the car comes back in 3 weeks' time. All right, so everything is underway. The actual car itself, I've had Sean on the car for the last 2 weeks, so he's been on it continuously for 2 weeks, and I've dropped on it with him on and off on the smaller jobs, but he's primarily done all the engine conversion. Suspension's complete, the gearbox, everything is complete, prop shaft, drive shaft, so everything to control the car is complete. It is literally just out of body work that needs to be put back on. And there's probably about 2 weeks of work on the outer body work once it comes back from the electricians to get the car complete, finished, ready to MOT. All right, so we are nearly there, mate. Hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, there we go. You can actually see what she's going to look like towards the end now. It's going to be a lot neater with the wiring all tucked away and looking pretty, but in my opinion, the rear end of the car needs to come down quite a bit. You can see that the rear end of the car is still quite high, but you get a good idea of what the car's going to look like. It is absolutely beautiful, mate.